Welcome to Let the Quran Speak. U.S. presidential candidate Joe Biden said, Insha Allah. In an impassioned debate, President Donald Trump was asked when he would release his tax returns. Biden sarcastically interjected with, when, Insha Allah?
Will you tell us how much you paid in federal income taxes in 2016 and 2017?
Millions of dollars.
You paid millions of dollars?
Millions of dollars,
So
yes.
not 750?
Millions of dollars, and you'll get to see it. And you'll get to see it. But let me just tell you.
He kind of mangled the pronunciation, so it didn't exactly sound the way I said it. But his campaign confirmed he had in fact said, Insha Allah. So what does Insha Allah actually mean? Well, it's 3 words put together in Arabic. They translate to, if God wills, or God willing. It's a phrase that's commonly used by Muslims, but its usage isn't limited to Muslims. Arabs who are not Muslims say Insha Allah too, and people of all Abrahamic faiths are known to say in English, God willing, or if the Lord wills it, to express humility in the face of God's power. Did you know that practicing Muslims say Insha Allah because the phrase is found in the Quran? And not just the phrase, the instructions for its use come directly from the Quran. Some men came to the Prophet Muhammad. They demanded answers as proof of his prophethood. The Prophet expected that God would reveal the answers to him. So he told the men he'd get back to them the next day. Instead, 2 weeks passed without revelation from God, and when it came, God admonished the Prophet in the Quran. The 2 verses go like this. And never say of anything, I will definitely do this tomorrow, without adding, if Allah so wills. But if you forget, then remember your Lord, and say, I trust my Lord will guide me to what is more right than this. The lesson from this verse is that even the Prophet Muhammad cannot make definitive statements about the future or guarantee anything. God will send down revelation when God wants, and only God knows when that is. God is the supreme planner, and we are mere human beings with limited control over events in our lives. But outside the religious context, the phrase Insha Allah has taken on a negative connotation. Often people say Insha Allah in an insincere way, to dodge responsibility or commitment, or indirectly say no. It's like when a child asks his mother to buy something for him, and his mother says, we'll see. People use Insha Allah in much the same way. They have no intention of buying anything. If someone invites you to their home, you might say Insha Allah in reply. But you mean to decline the invitation, and that's understood by all parties. If you're called on it later for some reason, you can always pass the buck, arguing that God didn't intend it to be so. It's a get-out-of-jail-free card. Informally, Insha Allah can even be used sarcastically to mean as if or not going to happen. And that seems to be the way that Biden used it in the presidential debate. But that's the complete opposite of the intended meaning in the Quran. It's supposed to be an expression of true intent and genuine hope, coupled with the recognition that God's will supersedes all plans. So if, for example, my brother says, I'll drop by the post office on the way home, Insha Allah, it should mean, according to the usage in the Quran, that he'll do everything within his power to get to that post office, and the rest is out of his hands. So yes, even though some see it as progress, that the colloquial use of Insha Allah has become part of the mainstream, I would have been happier if Biden had used Insha Allah in the spiritually beautiful way it was intended in the Quran, as an expression of humility, sincere intention, and reliance on God. I'm Safiyyah Ali for Let the Quran Speak.